I didn't hit the notes. Hi, everybody. Welcome to GPA Live. This is the main show here, the Good People Association. I'm Ken Knapsack, Marcus S. Riley, Joshua Hercules Macuga.
Hey,
When did Mark Ellis first call you that?
that's a good question. I don't know when that came in. When he's been trying to make that, or the Macuga. He's been trying to make happen for since day one. Since like we were hanging out at the Laugh Factory, he's like, anybody call you the Macuga? I was like, nope. You're the first. And he's been trying to make fetch happen for so long, Ken. And he's the only one that calls me Joshua Hercules. I swear to God. Yeah.
The Hercules works. I just love this image of Mark Ellis sitting at home in his empty apartment with a wall of Macuga nicknames. This one's gonna work. Oh man. Hey, this is gonna be an interesting show.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking tonight.
Really?
Because I had a big adjustment. Chiropractic adjustment, so I'm really dehydrated. No, I'm just dehydrated and a lot of things flowing in weird directions. But you guys got some teas that are twisted. Josh doesn't have his beanie. We didn't plan this, but I was like, well, I might as well put on the beanie.
I don't own a beanie.
I might as well put on a beanie.
I'm going to put on a beanie.
Kaika was over there like, I better put on a beanie.
Yeah,
I mean, it is 30 below zero here right now. So
it is cold. It is beanie-ish weather today.
It's beanie-ish weather.
Yeah.
So we'll get one from. You know who also doesn't have a beanie, and he's here all night with us tonight. Coming in from, I think he's in the Sun State. I think he's where he's finally settled. He's got a big show there.
Is that
at
what
the
it's
end of
called?
The month.
The Sun State?
I don't know.
I think you made that up.
It seems like it's on the flag.
Yeah.
It's Daniel Bridgegad.
hey, look at
What's
that
good with
guy.
it? I didn't say hi to Marky Mark when I
I
first
know.
got here. What's good with it, Mark? How you
What's up, my friend? It's
good.
probably because I was like ignoring you and I was looking down into existential dread here in the computer.
That's where you find it.
Yes.
So DBG, do you all in Arizona go around saying sure good living here in the Sun State?
What? No. Also, isn't the Sun State? Isn't that Florida or something?
I would
They
think
bite
the
us on
Sunshine State.
Sunshine State,
Yeah.
but you're the Sun
that?
State.
Yeah.
It's the Phoenix
No.
Suns.
Right.
The Phoenix. Oh,
Oh, I guess.
yeah.
Well, you're not wrong. Hey, they're doing decent, but D-Book's dating a Kardashian now, so it's
Oh,
just
that's
over.
yeah. It's about to end and quickly.
Which one, Rob?
Right. That would be his best bet at this point.
How about how the one sister like started kind of like I liked it like curvy, and now she is like she shaved her face with like a.
wait,
Like,
what?
it's like
What's
the one
going on?
sister was thicker. I liked her. I don't.
Man,
Now you-
Chloe?
Chloe,
Now
I like.
she looks.
Yeah.
I hate that I know this much, but
Yeah.
look, I grew up with a single mom for a second.
Sure,
We lived on the E network, and Chloe went from just being the cool one with
Yep.
personality and was the thickest at a point, which is weird now because she's not.
No.
And then just went and said, "Change my face, just change it. I
change
don't like
it
the
all.
one I have.
Yeah.
Change it now."
It was like when the one day Ashley Simpson, this is throwing myself back here, DBG. Jessica Simpson's sister,
Yeah.
one day was
Yeah.
like kind of cute, and then came out the next day, and you were like, I got all of the surgeries. I got the
Yeah.
nose, the face, the eyes, the cheeks, all of it. And I was like, what happened to the girl next door? Now it's the girl at the club who won't invite me to her table.
It was that
They
SNL
started,
appearance.
Yes.
They started a wave. Like
That's the
they
thing.
kind of determined what beauty is the last
Yeah.
10 years.
Look, here's the thing. We can make fun of the Kardashians all we want. We're living in their world.
Yes.
And we've been living in it for nearly 20 years.
I know.
For a hot sec.
Just
As my dad
paying
once
rent.
said, what is a Kardashian? And I said, Dad, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
They're worth billions of dollars, yet start GoFundMe for their stylist friends for like 30 grand.
Yeah. Yeah.
He needs our help. Give it to him. You're worth $1 billion.
I mean,
I don't.
I have an
just
idea.
don't. How is it a story? Like what bikini someone wears? They're like
Yeah.
Kim's wearing this Dolce and Gabbana collection. I'm like, that's an orange bikini. It's orange.
I mean, yeah. And then, but then that bikini, it's like that white Ford Bronco in their
Yes.
other part of that family's
Yeah.
history. It's just sales shoot up.
You know who it is. It's
But that's the thing too, is I'm so old that I'm like, Robert Kardashian's got kids, huh? I'm still like 20 years into it.
crazy.
Like,
and I think Robert Kardashian is just David Schwimmer. So that's
yeah.
that's very
Yep.
true.
It comes full circle here, gentlemen. It's
Oh, my life is
the year that you're born is how you refer to a Kardashian. Because I'm like, you mean Bruce Jenner, the decathlon guy?
Yeah. See, and
Yeah.
I just think
That way.
I think it's pre and post sex tape. It's
Yes.
because
Yeah.
there was Mach 1 Kim. And she
Yeah.
was built like a human with a pretty face.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
pre-sex tape.
Yeah.
She got a little bit of clout. She got a little bit of clout. I was like, let me run with this.
Boom.
And now what's Ray J doing? He's like driving Uber or something.
Yeah.
What is
in the Sun State.
In the Sun State.
Which I think is the case. Well, and now we're post-divorce, Kim, and that's we'll see what that world.
That was a quick one, huh?
Yeah, we're heading towards that.
Yeah.
She's
That was
divorced.
the most obvious thing
Kanye.
coming. She was like, the show's ending. We need something to keep this clout machine rolling. What am I
Sure.
going to do? Cut Kanye's crazy ass. That was the move this whole time.
Yeah.
DBG, let me ask you a serious question. Kim Kardashian comes to a show, okay?
Mm.
She waits for you after. She's like, I really found you funny. I would like to make you mine. Does
Trying to get here one day. Keep going.
does the girlfriend just be like, you know what? Take it, run with it for 5 years. I know you'll be back. Or does she say, I
Right.
don't
Will
think
he?
I don't think that's a good idea. Like, what does she say? Because I'll be honest, I think Amanda might be like, listen, you could sign a prenup for like $20 million and then come back to the family. I'm like, I know.
Yeah, it's that easy.
Yeah, they would do, because that's how it works when you got that much money. They're like, you don't get to touch, like, I'll give
Yeah.
you like what, $1 million, $2 million for every year that we were together, and you're
Sure.
like, I'll take it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I
We've
love
had
this.
talks like that. It has to be like Kim Kardashian level.
You
now,
have?
If Meghan Trainor comes up, I'd be like,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I
You
mean,
had 2 songs, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
it is
but-
all about the bass.
Yeah.
About that bass. No trouble though. No
No,
trouble.
no
though.
trouble.
how much am I getting paid per year of the relationship? It has to have at least an M in it. Otherwise, come on.
How-
Like, yeah,
It's an M. It's an M. This is Indecent Proposal Part 2. So
The Kardashians.
the Kardashian sunset.
Like keeping up with the Kardashians, the next generation, like it's the Saved by the Bell, the new class, right?
Yeah.
It's DBG, and it's just like a bachelor with the Kardashians, and they're like,
I'd be
listen,
okay with that.
you have 5 years, you have to stay with Kim. Doesn't matter what if you don't stay the 5 years, you don't get the $100 million. Okay?
I think 5 years is that the high score? Or did Kanye get higher than that?
No, I think 5 years might be high score.
It's like a Tetris score.
Yeah, because that's a long time for Hollywood.
I know.
Sounds
Yeah.
like it's built into contracts.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
5
Hey,
years.
do you
Katie-
know
the Katie
what I
Holmes
just
deal.
found
Katie
out?
Holmes.
That's a
yeah.
prenup.
The Penelope Cruz 2-year
Did-
deal.
Yeah.
Did you know Keanu Reeves' wife is an old lady? Did you know this?
Well, do you know
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is an old man?
I didn't know that Keanu Reeves was married.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just doesn't age. They've been together for forever, but she turned into an old person because I don't even know her name or whatnot. But I was looking at a picture because I couldn't believe it, and he's like 50-year-old and a piece, and I'd have been like, if you're 50 years old with a 6-pack, but your wife got to she just kind of like aged into a decrepit woman. You get to sleep with like 3 other people a year, just out of like that's. What do you want me to do? I look good still. Whose fault is that?
We call that
Yours.
the Keanu clause. Yeah, he's
Yes.
got that.
I lo-
He's got that
Or
Hawaiian
Lenny-
hunk
or
blood.
Lenny Kravitz.
I love
that.
Lenny Kravitz.
I love
clause.
the.
Yeah.
I love. This is why we have DBG on to bring the youthful perspective of all those things. I can't wait till DBG gets the age where I was watching a ghost hunting show the other day, and there's a psychic medium on there. And in my head, I was like, she's kind of attractive, like an attractive older lady. So I looked her up. She's like 6 years younger than me. Like,
Yeah, what's the point where you start looking at people as like adults or like yourself as an adult? Because like I still look at you guys like an adult, but a 16-year-old looks at me like an adult. So it's
Yeah.
like,
oh,
what's the point where you get to where you're like, I'm just in the big leagues now?
You both are not older than me, but feel like you're more in the big leagues than me. I still play
that mean?
I play baseball.
Are you like the first base coach?
I don't know.
I bought a Boba Fett action figure the other day.
Oh, he's out.
I got a kid. Okay, I would say that I've been thinking about this. Actually, it's funny that you asked this because the other day, you know when you're a senior in high school and like the freshman class comes in and there's a couple kids in the freshman class that like haven't hit puberty yet and you're like, whoa,
Right.
this kid, that's a young looking human being. Like they should not be in the same gym class as me. That kid could get legitimately hurt in floor hockey. Right.
Yeah.
So it's like when the first time, and it's been a minute, obviously, since the pandemic has kind of like skewed our whole perspective on stuff. But if you go to a bar and everybody in that bar looks way different than you, that's when you know it's time to like get out. Right?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like, when
Yeah.
you don't know, it's been 6 songs and you haven't known one of them. You're
No.
like, I gotta go home.
Totally.
You guys got. You're asking if the DJ has Skinner. It's
Totally. Yeah.
Hey, now.
that was me in college anyways. I don't know. It's just like I'm just walking in being like, wait, nobody likes Town and Country shirts anymore? What happened?
Well, like I feel like this.
Thrill of the Gorilla. Thrill of the Gorilla.
I feel like early millennials, Gen Z, stopped laughing at karaoke like midway through my prime karaoke,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
where like the people that were my generation thought it was funny. Like I jump on tables, they're like, "This guy's crazy," and the millennials are like, you like touched my leg.
It's a thing. Yeah, you can't be leg touching. It's 2021.
Yeah, you can't have fun. I will say, I think I hit like the millennial divide, if you will. It's almost like the continental divide.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
As I was doing karaoke at a bowling alley at Lucky Strike on Hollywood and Vine,
yeah,
or at Hollywood and Highland.
Yeah.
And I was doing Mr. Brightside, and I did a front flip over a couch and landed next to this girl, like sitting next to her. And I went to kiss her on the cheek, and her boyfriend tried to punch me in the face and like grazed me a little bit.
But you kept singing.
But I kept going, DBG, and they did not enjoy my.
It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss.
And I went to, and he was like, shock, like real quick. Yeah.
What? Because couple things. One, you're an issue when you seems to be a problem. Yeah. When there's rock music and alcohol.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Number one. You're an issue.
That guy has to swing on you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Someone just comes up on your girl. Your first instinct is like, whoa, but
yeah. I think
that's great.
I always think that like my thing is like I'm so harmless, right? Is like I would never feel threatened by me if I was another guy. Because I'm just like,
sure, yeah.
You guys like puppies and smiling? Let's friggin' do this.
I mean, that's threatening. I mean, that's that's like,
what are you selling?
It's like asking me to be really positive right then and there and to be like hang with you, and that's hard.
Yeah.
So that's threatening. And
I agree with Mark.
Yeah.
I agree.
Well, it's just like, what are you selling? What are you selling, man? I don't trust you.
What are you doing?
Figure around. It looks like you're having an unadulterated good time, and that doesn't fly with the world.
Right.
Weird.
I wish I could be intimidating. Wouldn't that be a fun person to be? Just like you walk in and people are like, that guy can probably fight. Like you just have that look to your face.
Yeah, it's always been my dream. Yeah.
It's like you remember in Muppet Babies when they would like walk into the old style like saloon and like the bar, the thing with like I'm aging myself again, DVG. Muppet Babies was an old cartoon back in the day, and they would walk into the old West Saloon and you would just see the feet and it would be like the spurs, right?
Yeah.
That classic movie scene. It's like I would walk in like dad shoes and like a graphic tee that says Pittsburgh on it and be like, who wants to friggin' hang out? Like everybody is just like guys playing poker, a spittoon, and they're like, hey, across the street is the fun person place. You can't be here. I'm not.
Were you in a frat?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
In a frat.
Yeah, of course.
He was
Still
like
is.
president.
What do you think this place
The
is?
Hawaiian hunk, good.
I saw your calves yesterday, and I'm not scared of you.
Yeah.
I saw his calves.
So my
He had shorts yesterday.
Oh, that's right. He did
Jesus.
have the mesh shorts there.
Yeah. I ran out of pants, and during the move, DBG, I didn't plan too well.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, I mean, DBG, I was president of my fraternity. I was social chair at one point. I mean, it's the best. It was awesome.
What does the
It's so fun.
What does the social chair do?
He buys beer
You
and he
wanna know
plans
what the
party.
social chair is? He's gonna give you some. He's gonna like the people who call single mother or stay-at-home moms like housing engineers or whatever.
Yeah.
Give them a cool name. He's gonna give you a rundown of his job that makes it sound like it's something it wasn't. What a social chair is.
All right.
Is you just coordinate the fuckerry.
Yes.
if
Yeah.
you will.
Correct.
Listen, I know if I'm bringing some guests to the party, I need to first get a hold of my social chair, Josh Macuga, for the wristbands.
Well, so you went to USC.
Exactly.
You were a Trojan. You weren't in a fraternity.
No, I was in a fraternity.
You were.
Yeah,
So
I
I
know
got
it
two
well.
frat boys on the right and left. But yours was different. You guys sat around and read poems. Did you hear that? That new student Ryan Johnson's making short films.
Yeah, right. we did read some poems, but that was during hazing week. That was during Hell Week.
He's like, dude, my fingers were raw because there were so many bangers last night.
But you're a USC.
I mean, I don't know. Did I tell? I mean, no, it was a real fraternity.
No, I know.
Poor Mark's was like, no, wait, we had beer. We had beer.
As he has.
We did beers.
We had beer.
We did Zima stands.
We did have Zima. The Zima did hit
Zima's fine
that year.
I'm good with Zima. I mean, the fact that last week we introduced John Macuga to White Claws and he won't stop talking.
Yeah, Old Man River won't shut up about the White Claws. He loves them.
Those things ruined society.
No.
There was a time.
No.
There was a time where you would get called very harsh.
Yeah.
slurs. If you were drinking even a Mike's Hard, and that was bad.
Yeah.
Now just like bros,
Seltzer.
pull up with a 24-pack, a
many
mixed
you have?
pack of White Claws.
Oh yeah.
I always have to go across the street to the 7-Eleven and get like an 18-pack and walk over. And every time I do, there's always someone in the intersection like, respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
Right.
Were you in a
But
frat?
the problem
Yes.
in
Hey,
life,
is that
what they
blueberry
did now-
acai? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Exactly, it is. That's one of the better flavors. But what
Yep.
they did do is they started something that now they can't control. Busch Light has a seltzer.
Busch
Yes.
Light?
Yeah.
Why? Name a shitty beer company, they have a shitty seltzer.
Oh, Natty
It's
does. I see
nuts.
that.
Natty.
Yeah. Do you know why? Because it's so cheap to make. It's just liquor water with add a
Yeah.
little soda, add some bubbles to it.
It's good.
It's nuts.
It's crazy.
But they're good as hell, though.
I know,
Except
I
for
know.
the Bud Light
That's the
seltzers.
thing.
Bud Light seltzers are trash.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Bud Lights. I like them all. Give me a seltzer any day of the week. I don't really even drink beer that much anymore. Like Ellis came over on Sunday to say hi to my parents, and he brought a 12-pack of Coors Light. And my dad and Jimmy was like, "Mark, have you tried the White Claws?" Like basically trying to suggest to him, like, "Hey, get off the Coors Light and get on the seltzer train immediately."
I just
It's-
the look on his face of that Josh Brady episode, I saw it in his eyes.
Yeah. He legit, DBG, he was like,
He'd never tried one.
Yeah. He was like, "Where have they been hiding this?"
well, because all the old man drinks is vodka tonic with a as he says, like, "Oh, vodka tonic with a twist of lime." I was like, "Dad, they pretty much come with lime." He's like, "Sometimes they don't." I was like, "All right." So I just gave him the White Claw lime, and he was like, "It's a vodka tonic," and I was like, "I know."
It's like I suddenly want to drive to Tempe and go maskless to a mellow mushroom.
He said, "I'm being called to Mill Ave all of a sudden.
Yes.
Get in the car, John.
Yep.
We have to go."
Yep.
I apologize to you, right? I know you were a wild college kid. I just you don't I've never heard one person look at you and go, "You were in a frat, right?" He gets
No,
it
I
every day.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
obvious. No, and you're right. You are not wrong. Actually, my fraternity was not known for being one of those fraternities.
Yeah.
In fact, the saying was, "If you don't go Greek, you go teak," which was my fraternity.
Oh, you were a T.
Yeah. Well, what does
Okay.
that mean? They're different
Yeah.
on every campus.
But y'all got, I like I don't believe in any of that stars, Aquarius, Cancer nonsense.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
stupid.
Exactly.
But you being a teak, I know you a lot better as a person now. It's super nice.
Yeah, the teak reputation precedes me.
I don't even know what's happening, but it's the best.
This is the best. You were SAE, right?
I
Josh?
was SAE.
Of course.
Wow.
That was known as Sigma Alpha Hair Salon at USC.
Yeah, we were pretty boys
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Sigma Alpha Hair Salon.
Did you get that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had, our frat wasn't like Animal House. We were a little bit classier, but there were Animal House moments. I built a water slide down a set of stairs for a party and flooded the basement. And when the waters finally subsided and we were able to drain the basement, not one person, like, I didn't get in any trouble. Everybody was like, "Dude, our whole basement is ruined, but it was totally worth it." Like,
Because nothing matters when you're that age. You're
No.
like, dude, whatever. It's
Whatever.
fine. It's a swimming
Yeah.
pool now. Life's a joke. It's who's getting White Claws?
It snowed one. It snowed one like Tuesday. It snowed so bad. We got
Yeah.
like 2.5, 3 feet in like 48 hours, right? Like tons of snow. And I made the pledges had to stay at the house because like they were snowed in at their dorms and it was a bad scene. And so we had enough food and everything. And so I was like, "Pledges, we're gonna build a luge / bobsled track in the front yard." And we took an entire day, iced it down, and people were legit getting really hurt. Like it was.
So
it was-
did you
I
had
want to
you
join
had
the teak.
you had
Yeah, you wanna go to
pledges
teak, yeah.
pre-hazing rules.
No. I
Right?
mean, like, here's the thing. Our hazing, we didn't do anything naked. We didn't do anything physical. All we did was yell at them. That was
You
it.
gotta get
Yeah,
disclaimers
that was-
out of the way.
No.
Right.
Because there was a lot of nudity and like weird stuff that other frats did. I got there and the one guy was like, "Listen, seriously, I'm going to tell you this straight up. A lot of frats do weird stuff here at Penn State. This is not one of them. All we make you do is clean and get yelled at. And that's really all we did. We got cleaned. We had clean.
Oh, you went to Penn State?
Yeah, and get yelled at.
Lot of red flags around that place. Lot of red flags.
Yeah. Didn't turn out so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what that was teak too. And they also blindfolded us, and I wandered around the forest for 8 hours. But that was,
They dropped us
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere one time. We had to find our way back.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
What forest in downtown LA did you
No,
go
no,
to?
no,
National
no, no. They
Forest.
blindfolded us and they took us up into the mountains in Big Bear or
that's
somewhere.
smart.
It does
Yeah.
not seem. See,
No. One guy just made it back, so everybody now present and accounted for.
It took 22 years.
They have
22 years later.
They have cracked down.
Sasquatch.
They've cracked down so hard on. Well, social media has kind of ruined like fun stuff, and and really and truly, and like every kid's now is like. His mom's like, well, if you're going to join a fraternity, if something bad happens, just go straight to the chancellor. And kids do it, so you can't do anything. It's like, they made me clean, and my mom said I didn't have to pick up after myself when I was a kid. So now it's kind of like, hey, welcome to the fraternity. Don't get us in trouble. And that's when it kind of, you lost.
Read poems.
Yeah, read poems, do, whatever. But we had a really good time. I feel like I was one of the last generations of kids that could actually enjoy themselves at college without like somebody posting a video online and then me never being qualified for a job.
Then your career's just
correct.
Done.
Like, oh my God, were you the dude that ran naked through the hub? I'm like, no, that wasn't me.
You can't streak anymore. That's 17. Depending on how many eyes lock onto you, that's 5 years per pupil. That's
totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's legally. We're going to catch up with some Super Chats and Streamlabs here. Michael T., thank you for the donation on Super Chat. And Highway Johnnyman on Streamlabs says, how do you guys know the GPA kicks ass? Because it does.
Oh.
Said like a true frat boy.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. And
join our fraternity.
We, as always, donate portions of proceeds to charity. We haven't highlighted anything specific. We've got some great ones suggested in the Discord. We're still donating. We are catching up to some craziness in our own lives the last couple of weeks.
Holy moly.
It's been a lot of things happening at once, in and out of the studio. So we haven't, just want to be honest, we haven't been able to focus on one specific. We've got some great suggestions. I saw them all today, so we'll get to them.
Suggestions, and I'm talking the Battle Buddy Foundation golf outing.
Yeah,
they're not going to do a full golf outing because of COVID. It's still at a club that isn't allowing a lot of stuff. So they're doing like a drive, pitch, and putt contest. They're going to do a silent auction. They're going to have like an outdoor, bar and everything for people to raise some money. But I'm working with a couple people to try and maybe do the positivity report in the afternoon live from the golf outing.
That's great.
And maybe bring you guys and some people and like try and do it's a Thursday night in June, first Thursday in June, to raise some money for Battle Buddy Foundation and all that. Because it's an amazing cause.
And more stuff coming with DC Strong, with the Shinedown fans, a lot of that kind of stuff too.
Totally.
So that's kind of the update on that kind of stuff. I didn't mean to bring that up down, but and DBG, I want to, before we at the end of the show, people might forget, but you've got a big headlining show coming up.
Yeah, man.
Tickets still available. I know some people ain't too far from you out there in the Sun State. Where you are at Phoenix proper. So what do you got coming up, and where can they get tickets if they want them?
You can get tickets it's DBG and Friends, April 24th. You can get tickets at the link in literally any of my social media, YouTube, Instagram. Y'all should be there anyway, but it's right there. You just click on it. It's at 8 p.m. I'm headlining, doing the whole 35, 40 minute. We'll see how it goes. But I got 4 hilarious comics on it with me, and it's a cool ass little venue. I performed with all these guys here, except for Mark. Mark wasn't there, but Mark Ellis was. And we all hung out. It's a Pub Rock. It's a cool little venue.
Pub Rock
Live. It's cool to go back and get to close it out there. And I hope some people come pop out.
Will Ray Love be there? That is,
dude, in shin high white socks and some clean Shaquille O'Neal.
Clean sneakers. Never, I'm telling you, since then, before then, I've never seen a comic. It was like Benny the Jet Rodriguez in Sandlot pulling out his PF Flyers to get chased by the Beast.
Yeah.
Ray Love comes, just a normal pair of sneakers that looked very clean, Ken.
Good sneaks.
Brought his own box of sneakers for a fresh pair to go on stage with. I mean, legend.
It was the best.
Legend
fresh
in
pair.
there.
He had in my head, he had a silk do-rag on. That may have just been a pre-show thing, but I think he was wearing it on stage. I don't know. A t-shirt that's bigger than what I should be wearing.
He's
a legend.
He's become a legend.
He really has.
Absolute
He's never been seen since, Ray Love. That one
or
night.
heard from.
Heard from.
I'm telling you.
You're
I'm not even convinced he's a real person.
I know. I think he's like Large Marge.
It was a night just like tonight.
Yeah.
Josh, how's the move going?
Guys.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I hope that this isn't found offensive. Okay.
Oh boy.
But
here we go.
There was a scene. Hold on. Okay, so I'm doing the positivity report. The movers come. We have basically moved out everything out of our place except for the large items. So
the
like
movers came. Did you go domestic or you're not?
Okay, they were two Russian guys. Amanda found the company online. Okay, so I know what you mean. Like she didn't go to Home Depot and just hold up a sign and be like, "I need moving help." Okay,
That's the quickest way, Josh.
Yes, I've been told. So. We got these two guys. They showed up. I got a text from Amanda with about 10 minutes left in the positivity report. The two guys are Russian. They don't speak a lot of English, but they're hilarious. And I was like, okay. So I get there, and they are like yelling at each other in Russian as they're moving things out of my apartment, which was
that's
amazing.
Serious language to be yelling at.
That's just talking.
Sure.
Very serious.
I'd argue German is somewhat, but yeah.
So I get there, and the one main dude looks just like a buddy of mine from college that was in my frat. And I kept trying to take pictures of him, but he was so quick. He was the fastest mover of all time. And I sent it to the one picture that I could. I sent it to my buddy. He's like, holy shit, get a picture with him. I was like, I'm not going to ask the mover to take a picture with me. This is so weird. So then.
Who's this guy, Brady? What the hell?
Yeah. Why is he? Yeah. So then what was awesome is they lifted up the couch. Obviously, we hadn't picked up the couch in a while. And they lifted up the couch, and underneath the couch was an old Josh Macuga show card.
Oh, nice.
Like
nice.
An old show card, right? Which was like so full. It was almost like the end of a sitcom, like a series finale. 12 years, and they focus on that frame in Friends, right? Or whatever sitcom that you love, that series finale that focused in on the last thing and then faded out, right? So I took a couple of videos. I'm gonna post up on social media in a couple of days. But so the two Russian guys, he comes up to me. He's like, "Sir, 2 minutes rest, please. With 2 minutes break." And I was like, "Yeah, man, take as many breaks as you want. This isn't you know what? It's a turn of phrase that I say way too often, and I almost said it, but he didn't speak English. So I was like, "Oh, thank you," and he left. And I called Amanda, and I was like, "I almost told the guy, don't worry, it's not communist Russia." And she's like, "You're such an idiot." And I was like, "I know."
Yeah, he goes, "Don't worry, this isn't your shitty homeland."
Yes.
Well, at least you didn't complete the thing. You stopped yourself.
I stopped myself. I'm trying, DBG. So we get to I follow them to the house. And they're unloading and everything, and then he goes, "Excuse me, may we use the bathroom?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, man. You don't have to ask to use the bathroom." He's like, "Oh, okay." And he comes out and he's like, and he's like, "If we'd have to use bathroom again, are we allowed?" And I was like, "Man, I'm not gonna make you pee on the side of the house." Yeah. Yes,
I do more than pee.
You can do whatever you want, man. Again, this isn't. I'm going to stop myself. So these guys moved our entire place in 2.5 hours.
That's
like,
wow.
Boom. In, out, gone, done. Wrapped everything. They were so fast. I felt bad. They were sweating so bad. I was like, guys, I'm like, I know I'm paying you by the hour, but even right now, I'm like, you could take a little. I don't want you guys to die on your way. And here's the best part is when they were like, we'll have 2 minutes. Could we have 2 minutes rest? Just 2 minutes break. I was like, yeah. I go out. They are huffing cigarettes. Like I haven't seen anybody huff cigarettes in a long time, and splitting a 2 liter of Coca-Cola. I'm like, guys, it's COVID. Yeah. It's friggin' COVID.
Not country. Yeah. Did you hire these guys?
Wild.
You just moved recently too.
Yeah, no, that's I had the roadie from Skinner that helped me move. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's well, good. You're in.
We're in.
Any emotional moments for you, Josh, in the apartment as
I will
you
say,
walked out the door the final time?
Well, so I got to go tomorrow to pick up a few things.
Oh, okay.
But today I seen that Josh Macuga show card on the floor, and then yeah, man, like they're 12 years, so many cool memories, so many fun memories, so many different like friends and people that have been through there. So many shows shot there. I mean, like, over 200 plus episodes of either Between the Sheets or the Josh Macuga show shot in that apartment that I turned into a sound stage to shoot a talk show. And so I sent the video of the card on the ground to Thad and Paul Fiore, who produced and helped me produce Between the Sheets and the Josh Macuga show forever. Thad responded with, "I'm not crying, you're crying." And Paul still hasn't responded. I think he's a little emotional about me leaving the apartment.
Damn, you show for 12 years?
12 years, man.
That's a long time.
Yeah, dude. It was an awesome place. It was like, if you could find a better apartment in Hollywood in like you know what I mean? Like, it was one of those Hollywood buildings that looked like Melrose Place. There was a bunch of weirdos that lived there. The apartment had its it had its quirks. If it rained, my ceiling leaked, and they kept trying to fix it and never worked.
He said it's quirks. It's just a leaky ceiling.
It's just a leaky ceiling. You know, I mean, crazy thing about that place, okay? I lived there 12 years. Never saw one bug the entire time I was there. Not one cockroach. I think I may have saw like 2 spiders. Wow. Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah.
The toilet never clogged. The sink never clogged.
You ain't trying hard
ever. I know. It got way too hot in the summertime and way too cold in the wintertime. But in between there, it was like...
It was money?
It was money. This place was insane. Like, every person would... I had people move... I had 2 good friends that live with me, and then this insane girl live with me.
Yeah.
And then Amanda lived there. And then my daughter lived there for 5 weeks, but still she lived there. Like, the progression of my life in that apartment over 12 years in the city of Los Angeles was...
That's crazy.
It's insane.
When you say insane girl, was she like with you or you had a girl roommate?
I had a girl roommate.
Yeah.
You're nuts. You're so reckless. Why would you do that?
Yeah. Well, so here's what happened. A buddy of mine lived with me and he moved out and he's like, listen, I got this job up north. I'm going to pay the last month, but I have to leave right now. So I lived by myself for like a month. And then as the month was creeping, he's like, hey, have you found a roommate yet? I'm not going to pay the next month. I was like, oh, shoot. So I like put out a Facebook message like an idiot, and I think maybe even a tweet. And I was like, if you live in the Los Angeles area and you'd like to be my roommate, please respond.
Oh,
and
wow. He sent out to whom it may concern.
Yeah. How about the best was though, like 3 or 4 people. I think I put it up on like a West Side Rentals or reached out to some friends or whatever. And this girl came in, and this is when I still had curtains hanging all of the time and lights hanging all the time. This girl walked in, she's like, did these stay up all the time? And I was like, yeah. She's like, all right. And she didn't even look at the rest of the apartment. She just left. But this girl came in, DBG, this girl came in and she left like plates of food under her bed for like, and I'm saying we didn't see bugs. She left plates of food under her bed for like weeks at a time. And I didn't know about it.
Oh, I guess my expectation, I guess the type of girl that would answer a Facebook message like that makes sense. Now that adds up. I was picturing something way different.
No.
The normal girls don't live with
No.
just swarthy dudes they meet on the internet.
Yeah. She was...
That's a good point.
She was like 9 shades of
Swarthy
insane.
men.
Did you say swarthy? Yeah, I like swarthy.
Swarthy's good. Swarthy's accurate.
I like that.
Thank you, Daniel Medina. Super chat coming in. Super Streamlab. I always get them wrong. We blew up the chat this morning on the Positivity Report. Want to do another birthday shout out for Laserbolt, Sammy, and the Queen of the Islands, which is Ikaika's mom.
Queen of the Islands.
Her birthday today as well. My birthday Monday. It's a good birthday month. You know what I mean?
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Birthday Monday.
Birthday Monday.
Hawaiian breakfast on Friday.
How old are you? How old are you turning there, Ken?
I'm turning 45. 45.
Really? You're that old?
I'm that old.
You look like a young 37.
I'll take that. I definitely feel 31. I do.
With the chiropractor. Man, I'll tell you
good
what.
today.
What a good table of just gentlemen right now.
Just gentlemen.
Huh?
Yeah, gentlemen. You like that?
Mark Riley hasn't said a word in 10 minutes.
Mike,
No, I'm thinking about teak stories, you know.
Or teak poems.
Teak poems.
We'll check in
and,
with Mark's soul
you know.
here in a bit. Here. We'll check it out. Daniel, you've got some questions for your uncles?
Oh.
Oh, I love this.
That's
Please
my-
give us some
where's my
questions.
book at?
Get that book out. Get that book, and we'll pitch it here. This is our segment we call Ask Your Uncles with Daniel Bridgegad. You see, here's the thing. We're old enough to be his uncles, or in my case, his grandfather. And he's going to ask us some questions and things he doesn't quite understand from the olden times or our generations. And then we try to, sometimes it gets serious. We got kind of serious one time, and other times it's silly.
Wait, real quick, DBG. Okay, of us three, how would you label us as your uncles? Like, you know, this uncle, that uncle, the three of us.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's a good question.
We go to a family picnic. You're like, oh, that's my Uncle Mark. He's blank. There's my Uncle Ken. He's blank. There's my Uncle Josh. He's blank.
Like Mark, go left. Mark's like my uncle that like I'm like, that's my guy. Look, he's a teak. Look, he's a big reader. He likes reading. He's the great. He's a great guy. A little into Star Wars, but he's a great guy.
That sounds right.
Then you come over to Ken, and Ken's like, look, that's the guy that he's gonna hold you down. You need to know where some stuff is. Go ask him. And then Josh is in my head. Josh is that uncle that like is just single, well into his 50s, just hitting on everything that walks. But you ended up with a family against all odds. So it's like that's.
Against all odds, DBG. Against all odds.
You
I
don't
feel like
know.
that's my Uncle Josh. If you have a single aunt, don't bring her around here because I don't want to be in the same family.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of brackets he busted, it was pretty crazy.
I was a Cinderella story for a long time there, Dana Bridgegat, and then all of a sudden the Elite Eight came around, and I was on my way to the Final Four, and I busted some brackets.
Which is, make no mistake, I'm the same way though. If I didn't like just luck of the draw, run into my girlfriend like 3 seconds into being in college, I also would be out here just. Yeah, there's a dog on the inside. It's contained.
See,
voluntarily.
God sends you the angels you need in life. I think so.
I think so.
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, there isn't a part of me that wants maybe like once a year there's a part of me that wants to go back to Barney's Beanery and just be an idiot for like just like for that night and be forgiven by my wife. I'm not saying like be unfaithful or anything like that. It's just like, hey babe, I'm not going to call you all night. I'm going to show up at 6 a.m. and that's just what that night was.
Don't ask questions.
And don't ask questions. Right? Like if I end up, running down Sunset in just my underwear, that's what happened that night, and I apologize.
We're going streaking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Russian
my
a
God,
Fred
that's
again.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so Daniel, if you got a couple questions, let us try to answer your questions.
God, that twisted tea is good.
Yeah. Okay. So this first one, it's a kind of a two-parter. So what were your sibling situations like growing up? This is because I need some perspective before I ask a question. Did you grow up like, 1, 2 siblings / did you have your own room?
Okay.
I had a sister, younger sister, only about a year and a half younger than me, and so I'm big brother. And yes, we had our own rooms.
Okay. And did you have your own room?
No. Well, yes, after a certain time, but depending on the house. I have a younger sister, 4 years younger. Early days when we first moved up to our hometown, I think we had to share like a room, but then eventually we got our own rooms. And I had a sweet room and had a roll-out full futon couch. I'd sit there and read my G.I. Joe Choose Your Own Adventure books. Quite the lair.
Quite the layer.
Quite the layer. The GI
okay,
layer.
This is good. These are all equal different answers.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
And I had a brother. I'm the baby. My brother 2 years older. We had our own bedrooms. We only had 2 houses my whole life. So the one until 3rd grade, and then my one that my parents still live in now. Yeah, very close, but always had our own bedrooms. There's no way we could have lived together.
Yeah.
No way.
Okay. All right. Well, that's awesome.
Okay.
Well, this ties into because my brother turned 16 today, which is
Whoa!
Sweet 16.
Birthday.
There's another birthday.
Same as Kaika's
And
mom, Sammy, and Laser.
They got him a new, not new, but they got him like a 2010, 2011 like F-150 with like red guts. I was like, I got a Camry, and I was like the 7th owner in the family. Yeah, I was like that. But anyway.
Hey, 2004 Camry? It was a good year.
Yeah. That's the one I had. Great. SE or LE? Because it makes a difference.
SE, I think. Yeah.
Which one came with the hole in the bumper?
I put that there.
Yeah, that's the SE.
Yes, the SE.
I've never seen a mint condition Camry in my life.
Ever.
They don't exist.
Well, and mine.
You buy them like that.
Yeah. They roll off the assembly line, and there's just a guy with a hammer just whack.
Yeah.
All right. Perfect. Go ahead.
You wanted the SL?
Rip that knob off the radio dial.
Yeah.
Just rip it off.
Just move the mirror so
okay,
it never
so-
actually focuses on where the car is. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Doesn't come with a cigarette lighter.
No.
Period.
All right, so this is the I needed the to preface because this ties into the question.
Okay.
So he just turned 16, and he also he's at that age now where things start to happen. Basically, I was beating around the bush. What was your jerking situation like when you were growing up? Because this is pre.
Ken wasn't
internet
allowed
also,
to
so
do
did
that.
you have to have like a stash?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah.
It was basically.
This went from here to...
Yeah, I thought you were going to ask about our first cars because mine was an 87 Celica that I had to share with my
I was
brother.
getting
The
ready to be
Bronco
like,
too.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I had a 1981 Ford Fairmont with a leather okay.
Yeah, you like that? How it was just we're talking about SEs, LEs, and stuff, and I'm like, how did you beat your pickle? No.
Okay, so here's the thing. Back in the day, porn was like a black market trading situation, okay, with like friends at school, and you'd be like, all right, so there was a couple videos that went around our friends where he's like, hey, like, yo, I heard, videos, or you had like a Penthouse magazine or a couple Playboys or like a Hustler magazine that was like off the charts insane, and then for sure. There was one weird family in every class. Like a class above me. I'm not going to say the family's name, but they had one. My family. You would go, like, they would have one house party a year, and there'd be, like, porn in the bathroom. Like, a ton of magazines. Like, they had There was weird families, at least in my class, there was a weird family in every town.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't go to parties till like 33.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
So it was basically like killer. It was kind of like a kill or be killed kind of a situation where you whatever you can find. 'Cause I used to talk about my stand up. As kids these days are absolutely spoiled. All they have to do is like www.pornhub.com and like get through a firewall. If you have any kind of knowledge to get through it, you can actually see boobs. Back in the day, you had to fight through the jungle with a machete to get to like one page of a Playboy, and you may only see boobs. That's it. You may not even see full frontal. Right? Like all the pages have been ripped out except for just like the boob page, right? And then what you would do too, DBG, is late night television. There was the stations that was like you would kind of see like a half a nipple on Cinemax, like nipple, got it, right? Like that's what you would see. And so again, it was a struggle to see nudity. So when you see like kids on movies back in like the 90s, 2000s, like the first time they actually touch a boob is because there was so much worked up to that point. To actually see a boob in real life, I mean, it was game-changing. Nowadays, it's like you see boobs all of the time. All you have to do is go on your computer. Back in the day, it was
Cardi
literally
B
2D.
scissoring on the Grammys, and that's a family program.
I mean,
you know?
it was
It's like, what do we do?
unbelievable.
Yeah.
I came here for the Pat Boone Lifetime Achievement Award. And now two girls are there doing an Office Supply movie.
Yeah. I mean, I swear to God, Billy Idol's Rebel Yell. No, was it Rebel Yell? The video where the girl's dancing on the bed? Is that Billy Idol?
Uh,
Or no, Moni Moni? No.
Moni Moni.
Is it Moni Moni?
Moni
No.
or White Wedding?
Wasn't it?
No, it wasn't White Wedding. There was a video, a Billy Idol video where the girl's doing like a striptease on a bed and the guy's like sweat. Anyway, that was like
Moni Moni.
I feel like I was introduced to sexuality through MTV, right? That was
That's fair. Yeah,
how
that's
it
fair.
was, right? It was like a Billy Idol video, Body by Jake infomercials, because he always had like the hottest
those two
models.
girls behind-
The two girls
Or
behind.
Body by
Yeah,
Jake.
Daniel, I'm telling you, we had to live through like sports bras and Kiana's Flex Appeal on ESPN2. I'm just being honest. It was a struggle. It was a struggle.
What?
Yes, it was a struggle to just even the imagination that the youth of the 90s and the early 2000s had. The imagination, and Mark Riley can back me up on this one. The imagination we had to get,
pulled you into that one.
Ken, that we had to get in order just to imagine boobs.
Yeah. No, he's not wrong.
Just to imagine it. It was, I mean, off the charts. Off the charts. Nowadays.
See, which is weird because I didn't even develop a spank bank. Like you don't even need one anymore. For what reason?
For what reason?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Did you
mean,
get?
fucking coming out of left field with some wild?
Well, there was.
Ken is very uncomfortable.
No,
I'm not sure if you noticed, but your Uncle Ken over here,
Yeah, I'm
he
like-
just left the
I'm
picnic.
like, we don't talk about this, Daniel. You should go complete your schoolwork in a timely fashion.
Yeah. We need to get some holy water so he can wash his hands real quick. I had the I had a Playboy from 1973 that I found at Frank.
I
right?
had a 1979 Playboy, like end of the year special edition.
Yeah. See, I found
a
my
great year.
grandfather's stash of Playboys once and stole one. That's how, and put it under the
that's
bed.
Weird.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like seeing that'd be like seeing his search history today. That's
Well,
gross.
Kind of.
Multi-generational, yeah.
I mean,
Everybody,
I got it mostly for the articles, but there was there was a great article. There was a great interview with I think it was Bogdanovich
John
at
Wayne.
the time.
He seems great.
Yeah.
Daniel, I saw my fourth grade teacher in a bikini when I was 16 at a pool. And to this day, I think that was the most sexually awakened I ever was in my life because we were so repressed as youth. There was like, all you get is like half a Victoria's Secret catalog until your mom threw it away, or the Playboy you stole from like a dad or a grandpa or an uncle.
There would be. Josh mentioned it. The scrambled TV. Every once in a while,
God.
it would be like this, and then all of a sudden it would
Clear.
and then it would go, and you would get just a piece.
Yeah.
That sustained me for months.
I think I stayed friends with my buddy Jimmy Park because his family had Cinemax.
Jimmy Park is the friend that had Cinemax.
he did.
In
Yeah.
every city.
Totally.
In every city.
See, and we had different struggles. My struggle is you've never had to deal with the Wi-Fi going out at like 10:15, and you having to come up with a legitimate reason why it's dire it comes back on, and you can't just go to sleep. I'm knocking on my parents' door like, "Hey, the Wi-Fi went out. I know I said I was done with my homework, but fuck, it's not. I need to do it now."
Can you reset the router? You're in the shower. Yeah, I know.
Early years AOL dial-up, loading a picture took a solid minute.
The Phantom Menace trailer took 2 days.
Yeah, see?
2 days.
Yeah.
Which is what I used.
So
That sound.
So you could hear the sound. So many people in here finding their dad's stashes.
Anybody
have that?
It's the stashes were a thing. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of stashes. There was no way, because I think my mom did a search every Friday through the house. Like,
yeah.
You had like strict parents like that, where she was like, "What are you doing in there?"
I couldn't. I've said this some spots before, but I couldn't watch Madonna's "Like a Prayer" video, because that was like sacrilegious and pornographic. Like her arms are showing, and she's singing about Jesus and there's burning crosses. I was not allowed.
You got brought up being like, sex is like, we don't talk about it. We don't like, you don't.
No, still don't.
Like nothing, none of that.
She still hopes that Grace and I have a 4th bedroom that's for a separate bed.
Yeah.
Dang, I was the opposite. My mom knew that I was on the better, looking side of the world, and also had a pretty nice mouth on me. So when I was like 14, she's like, "Oh yeah, you want to talk to girls? This is what chlamydia looks like once it goes south." And I would get pictures.
Yikes.
Where did your mom just find pictures of chlamydia to show you?
They're all over the internet, Ken.
No, I know that, but like, I
guess, he had to reset the Wi-Fi to get them. But
yeah, I forget. That makes a lot of sense. I'm thinking like in 1987, my mom would have had to pull out like an encyclopedia.
Well, because like high-speed internet didn't really show up until what, 2000, 2001?
I was still using Net Zero to like 2003. So
yeah. I mean, wireless, omnipresent wireless didn't show up until like 2010.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why there were VHS players in Debbie Does Dallas.
Yes,
correct.
That was
I found my dad's stash. That was with Roger Craig Smith. One of my favorite memories was favorite memories. It was awkward. Finding Debbie Does Dallas in the VHS cassette player with our good friend with the VCR, and pulling it out and looking at it and going, "This is Debbie Does Dallas. This is Debbie Does Dallas." Like, you've all heard Debbie Does Dallas, right?
Yeah.
My dad comes walking up the stairs. We're like, it's hot potato. We're like, what the hell do we do with this?
Take it.
And so we put it back in. He walks in. Roger and I look at each other and, Dad, is that a workout tape? He goes, yeah, workout tape. Pulls it out, puts it under his arm, and walks off.
Yeah.
That was the greatest.
Yeah.
He must work out.
Yeah, it's a workout.
That was the greatest.
Okay, so
and then you guys that's the best. That's the best part about dads, is like, then you just never talked about it, and you'll both die without ever bringing it up again.
Never. Here's the thing, DBG, is that the other thing about like the youth of our generation was our creativity as to how we could hide the porn and where we could put it. Like, put the Playboy under your bed. You don't think my parents were looking under bed? I was like hiding it inside comic books. I was hiding it inside of like magazine covers, like the Sports Almanac and Back to the Future. The VHS tape, though, I labeled it NBA bloopers because I knew my dad wouldn't watch it, and I knew my mom wouldn't watch it, and I put it in like the back row of like an old VHS like box under the TV in the basement, so nobody would ever do it. And my brother would come and be like, "Hey, where's that blooper tape?" I'm like, "Oh God, it's in the
I don't know. Like, go get your own highlights, Ben. Like, that's twist. That's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Okay.
You should have had NBA bloopers. He should have had This Week in Baseball with Warner Fusell.
Correct. No, but I'm telling you, the creativity and the ignorance that was like, don't worry about it. It's like, it happens. Life is it. It is what it is. Like, you had to ignore what happened in your life, and then you blacked out those memories. Those are like PTSD memories that you black out forever.
Yeah. Did you ever get caught?
Never, not once.
No.
I got caught when I was like 12, I think. It was, yeah. I was in my parents' like back room. They had their computer in the back, and then I was home by myself, and I was on Pornhub just like looking at it. I wasn't even doing anything because I wasn't there maturity-wise. So I was really just staring like a dork.
Yeah.
And then like the door closes and it's my parents out front.
Yeah.
So I like close out everything, or at least like I think I did, and I go out like front to meet them. Except it's not like you had it where you could just put your stash like in the back and call it NBA Jams or whatever. Like I closed out everything, but then you guys might know there's a pop-up page where they always promote the live stuff.
Yeah,
So
you gotta take the pop-up screen down.
Yeah.
There's a
that would be like in your case the tape right next to your tape said actually it's right here. Like and then my parents, I go meet them and I think I'm all free and clear because I clicked out everything. And then my mom goes back, she's like, just spur of a dash. She's like, I'm gonna go check my email on the computer. And I'm like now you have to do this right now. You're not even employed. Who's hitting you up? And she goes back to look at it, and then I get called back and get caught. And I like, there's no correct way to handle that because she didn't do the whole dad thing where he would have clicked out of it and been like, I saw nothing. My mom was like, what is this?
And maybe told you like, hey, maybe calm that down on that computer, but.
My dad like made me really upset where he was like, hey, that is an insult to your mother and all women everywhere. And I was like,
oh, he took that route.
Yeah,
like,
that's
really?
the real Catholicism route. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Which made me even more interested. And I'm like, oh, so now this is bad for religion. Okay, here we go.
What is this?
At that point, I was I was like, I'm never going back to CCD. I'm looking at boobs every day. Like,
and then you get to be an adult, and you're like, wait a minute. So you just it's only to your. You a serial killer? You don't ever mix it up. There's the internet now.
I just love that Daniel's mom was like, get to the coach's office, bring your playbook.
Yeah.
You're in trouble. You got to go.
It's nuts. No, it was crazy. Yeah, it was that same thing like you're getting cut. It was not good.
Porn happens. Embrace it.
Porn happens.
But then they asked me if I wanted magazines. Then my mom was like, do you need... Well, first of all, my dad was like, hey, look, anything you need to know about it, I got you. I was like, what the hell?
Sure.
And then, my mom was like, you need like magazines or something? I was like, Elaine, look it. You want me to get a penthouse? You want me to get... You saw the stuff I was just looking at. You think a penthouse is going to do something?
I need the variety. I need the clicks. I need to find what really turns the gears. I think also, too, is the birds and the bees conversation. I don't know if that exists anymore with parents because kids these days are so...
Well, you're going to find out.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, listen, Rosie.
Yeah,
don't do anything stupid.
You got 11 years, 12 years to figure this stuff out, probably less.
My dad tried to talk to me about sex when we were like in line to buy lumber. I was like, come on, Dad.
Well, that's
this is wood, Josh.
We were like buying lumber to build an arbor in our backyard. My dad's like, so saw you talking to a girl on the phone the other day. You know anything about what you're supposed to be doing and things? And I was like, it's fine, Dad. I learned everything on the bus. He was like, all right, great. Woo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's if he's choosing the time to buy lumber, he did not want to talk about this. Yeah, he's just trying to sneak it in before you cash out.
I mean, my brother and I can tell you that the most awkward our dad has ever been was when he tried to talk to us about sex and us being like, we got it, Dad. Dorian's like, oh, God, just tell your mom I talked to you about it.
Just put a check by the box.
Did not want to talk about it.
Different, because mine was like, don't talk to these girls. Most girls are sleuths. Here's what genital warts looks like. And it was just like in that order. It was not good.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Yeah.
That's great. Hey, look, that's just
See what
question.
happens?
That's just
That was
question one.
Yeah.
Question one. Yeah. We thought we were going to be talking about Ford Fairmonts. We're talking about sex.
Bronco 2.
This was basically this is a between the sheets episode.
I think that was going to go into a 20-minute thing about porn.
Yeah, that'll do it for GPA Live. Thank you, everybody.
Good night, everybody. All right, what's your second one?
All right, I got a little more for you. All right, cool. This one's a little bit more like GPA.
Hey,
what's your favorite porn?
The Good Porn People Association.
Okay. Did you have like, and not something that was like, did you ever have like a fashion choice bold fashion choice that you regret to this day, and not like something that was like with the times, not like you had a mullet in like the 80s or 90s or something. Like right now, I just switched to a fanny pack, right? And it holds all my stuff because I got like a chapstick and
pockets.
Well, that's a blowtorch and
what the fuck are you,
and
Peter
a pen.
Brady?
Like it holds all my stuff, and
including blowtorches. Apparently, blowtorches. What's the blowtorch for?
Weed.
It's for,
Ah.
For fixing.
Say no more.
It's
Yeah,
not
that's
for
fine.
hard drugs, guys. I promise. It's
Okay.
It gets
It's
windy
the
in there.
creme
It gets
brulee
windy in the
wax.
sun
In the
states.
sun state.
It gets windy.
So,
in the
but
sun
you've this is recent, but you regret it already. What?
Huh? Yeah, it was I just made the switch. First of all, girls have been holding out on us for years. They
Purses
just put
are
all their
real.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, it's the scheme.
Yeah.
But like, did you guys have like, something that was your thing back in the day that wasn't necessarily cool, like ever?
How much time you got?
Yeah. I thought that big socks, white socks, basically athletic socks, that I could just wear them with shorts and just bunch them down, and that
Yeah,
that
like,
I
that's
needed
the look.
ankle socks.
That's the famous picture.
Yeah, that is.
The knobby
That
is
is
picture.
you're correct. I did that until about 3 weeks ago when I bought ankle socks.
Yeah.
So been going pretty solidly.
That's a good switch. That's a good
Yeah,
switch.
yeah.
I'm trying to give you the right answer. Yeah, because like I've lived through mullet, or I had the acid wash pleated jeans
Oh,
in
had
like
those.
1988.
But that's like
89.
everyone had
Yeah,
those, right?
everyone
When they
had
were
them.
The
popping.
denim jacket.
I don't know. I mean,
I-
I've never
mean-
been a fashion plate, so I'm trying to figure that out for you.
I would say I wore a ton of Stussy and No
Oh.
Fear. Like
Dude,
way too much.
Stussy was
yeah, so much
crazy.
Stussy.
Yeah.
No
Like,
way.
almost
you were
to-
a big no fear.
Yeah, No Fear. Like
Or are you
I
trying to get a monster sponsorship?
oh, dude,
Like,
totally.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was going to be a professional skateboarder for a hot second. I was wearing like these really baggy cuffed corduroys. Then I was
Oh,
wearing like
no.
my great uncle died, and I like raided his closet for like these old like vintage button down shirts that were like I was trying so hard to be something I wasn't.
Yeah.
But once I found like jeans and a t-shirt, that was pretty much it. But I will say this, I still hold on to loud pants. I don't know if that's like a fashion trend. I still hold on to my loud pants. And if there's a plaid suit that looks at all classy, I will buy the shit out of that plaid suit. I love a good plaid suit. I one time, so in Altoona, Pennsylvania, which is right in, like it's about 40 minutes from Penn State's campus. They had a thrift store that was out of this world. It was like a Walmart thrift store. And they had a legitimate suit section in the thrift store. I'm talking hundreds of suits.
Yeah, you can find some good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I found a yellow plaid suit
Yes.
on the rack there that was tight. It didn't fit perfectly, but I made it fit. Okay.
Oh, tight. I
Like-
thought you meant
like-
like,
like-
tight.
Like I got a fat ass, right? Italians aren't born. Italians aren't born as slender people. It's not like our thing.
Yeah.
And so I wore that plaid suit to like every formal for 3 straight years in college until
Yeah, man.
until it legitimately like ripped at the seams.
Also a frat move to pull up in a plaid suit.
Oh,
And be like,
yeah.
I'm doing it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
And
do
then
it.
to repeat. That's a big
All the
move,
time.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I kept going back to find more plaid suits. Like I had definitely like a nice blue plaid. I mean, I love a plaid suit. I love it.
That's shocking.
Yeah.
But you don't regret that.
No, I
You
don't.
Stand
He
by
doesn't
it.
stand by
Yeah,
it.
wait, the question was
Oh, it's
like, when you
regret it.
were wet, you're
Regret
like,
it.
dude, I have this
Yeah.
thing that I would wear today.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I do regret. I regret my fish phase. I had a fish phase for about 8 months to a year. Very baggy corduroys, like only wore hoodies, loved like the
So-
jam band, and then I was like, this isn't me. I'm trying way too hard. Let's go back to the jeans and the t-shirt.
Yeah.
That would have been a better question because I've heard like I know who Fish is enough to get the joke that like if
Yeah.
you're a big Fish fan, you're like some sort of weirdo.
Yeah.
Who's Fish and Beck? Is Beck one person? Is that multiple person?
Beck is a person.
Who's that guy?
That's also a person.
One person, yeah. Beck,
Take this
Moby.
one, Ken.
Yeah,
Beck.
yeah. I mean, what do you? Yeah, Beck, 1990.
Beck and Moby are different people.
Different
Yes.
people. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Are they both bald or does Beck
No,
have hair?
Beck's got a little
He's got
shaggy, kind of floppy, moppy kind of haircut.
Beck looks like he should have been born in like Norway or Sweden, but he's from like Glendale.
Yeah,
I swear to God.
yeah. And a Scientologist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
Moby's the shaved-headed, bald guy who lied about dating Natalie Portman at some point. I think was the story.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah.
He just
came
straight
up.
up said he was dating
Well,
Natalie
that was-
Portman?
And
You
Natalie
do that?
Portman said, I didn't.
That
date
was
him."
known for years because, like, if you're a weird pop culture person like me, you know who's dating who sometimes. Like, I know Dave Grohl dated Louise Post of Veruca Salt for years. Why do I know that? I don't know. But
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I like that too.
yeah, Moby is always like, oh, he dated Natalie Portman when she was at Harvard. And then she came out like 2 years ago or something was like, yeah, that really didn't happen. And he was kind of creepy and it didn't happen. But I don't know the whole story. As far as fashion, for me, I think I was stuck in a way. I always rail on cargo shorts. I do that because I own them for so long.
Yeah.
And I used to do the polo shirt, print polo shirt, cargo shorts, and then the strap sandals.
The Tevas.
Yeah, or just I'd get like Skechers because they're comfortable.
Wow.
And I used to do that because it was comfortable and whatever. And I was 30.
That's an uncle move right
Yeah,
there,
but
DDG.
that's
That's
the thing.
uncle.
Oh,
I was like-
man, that's one step away from Air Monarchs.
Yeah.
Right, but I was
yeah.
like, I was like 34, and I looked 70, and then I didn't. I wasn't in a relationship where this wasn't being stopped. And then one time in 2014, not too long ago, I was dressed like this at a friend's house, and my other friend was performing at the Groundlings. And he goes, "Hey, after the show, you want to meet us for a drink across the street?" I was like, "Yeah, totally." So me and this other friend walked down to this hip bar across from the Groundlings, and I walked in, and there's all the cast of the Groundlings show that was there, all these people at this Melrose bar, and they all it was like a Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Everyone just stopped. And I was like, I can't wear this ever again.
Yeah.
It, right there, I couldn't do that. So
You
I
dress
regret it.
like that into your
Adult.
30s?
Oh yeah, because I call it the off-duty FBI agent.
Yeah. Hey, kids, how's the concert going?
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, it's kind
Anybody
of
smell drugs
You
here?
got Skechers on. What the?
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, and you just see, and I had bowler shirts for a while if I
Oh, yeah,
wanted
you
to
did
spruce
have
things
the
up.
bowler
Yeah, if I wanted to
shirts.
spruce it
I had
up.
a phase.
Yeah. And then one day I was just like, this is not. No, we're done with this.
When Ken and I,
Oh,
when we
what?
first
Yeah,
started
you were
hanging
holding
out,
Yeah.
when we first started hanging out, Ken was, like his nickname was the pit boss, but he also had to wear suits to work.
Yeah.
And he would show up in these suits where I'd be like, I was like, Ken, we just got to get you a slimmer fitting suit. You have your suits right now. You look like you got drafted in 2001 and you're LeVar Arrington. Yeah. I mean, it's obscene, right? Like, that famous picture of Ray Allen, Shaquille O'Neal, they're all in draft day, and they're the suits are Dwayne
and
Wade.
It's Melo, LeBron,
Correct.
D Wade, and they look like the Kingpin, like
Totally.
from Spider-Man.
Like a seven button 3-piece suit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That Ken would show up in these big suits, and I'm like, Ken. And then Ken lost all this weight, and the suits were even bigger. And I was like,
I had lost even more weight when I first bought the suit.
Yeah.
And then I went another round of suits.
see?
Nice.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
can't. I
you used
can't
to be a
afford
little bit of a thick kid, huh, Ken?
No,
We
I
both
got
were.
to.
I was
well,
thicker.
no, I was a thin kid. I was bone thin up through 2 years into college. No, I moved to LA, got really depressed, and my graveyard job. My friend and I would go to Jack in the Box, and on the dollar menu, we each come away with $12 worth of stuff nightly.
Have to.
Yeah.
Have to. That's the way I eat right now.
It's kind of LA's way. You
Yeah, I
gotta
was
do
like
it.
I was like a deuce and a half, rolling deep in the comedy shows like that. So, yeah.
Mark Riley?
Have you ever went to fast food and gotten a bunch of stuff on the dollar menu
Yeah.
and then saved some of it, not just
No.
for the ride home, but for
No.
if it's cold out? This is a trash bag move. I've left a $1 burrito from Taco Bell in the car when it's cold outside, like that sometimes in Arizona when it gets a little
Yeah.
chilly.
Yeah.
Like a
I'll
fridge.
be
like a fridge.
I'll say the car will take care of it, and then you leave it there for your drive to work in the morning, and you're just out of placely
Wow.
eating a chicken burrito.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
Put it on the
know.
engine on the way to work.
Yeah.
and it'll heat it up.
Usually when I pull up to the drive-through second window at Del Taco, they ask where the second person in the car is for the order. But no, it all goes down the hatch.
My
Are
biggest
you
problem is
familiar
always
with all the sauces at fast food
Oh,
places? Are you
God.
that level of
I don't got
scum?
I don't need. I don't got time for sauces. I
What?
got time for sauces.
What's wrong with
You don't put
No,
you
come
go
on.
to Taco
No.
Bell and get no sauce.
No sauce. Because then what happens?
whoa,
You end
that's
up with
shady.
an
That's
extra bunch
shicey.
of
What?
sauces in the refrigerator like your grandma.
Well, yeah.
That's,
But then you have
That's the
extra
point.
sauces in
You
case
never-
you want to put them on,
never
I don't
use
know,
weight.
mac and cheese.
Do
at
you
night.
then what do you do with your
Or-
sauce drawer?
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
a
have
sauce
sauce.
drawer.
No sauce drawer.
you don't have a sauce.
You don't have a
drawer?
sauce
That's
drawer.
insane.
Don't have a sauce
You
drawer.
don't have.
That
we
is
had
insane.
A chalice of
Yes.
sauce, bro. Like Del Taco,
Yeah.
Taco Bell,
Yes.
ketchup.
Yes.
packets,
No.
like,
Yes.
I have a
Keep
drawer.
going. Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yes.
All of
all
it.
of them.
All
bro,
of them.
I like
Hot
some
sauce,
food with my
Barbecues.
sauce.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no, but I love sauce. But Grace will order Thai food. She keeps all the soy packets, and I'm like, what is this, Grandma?
Yeah.
We don't need this.
Yeah,
if
you
we want
should
soy,
need 'em.
if we want soy sauce, we go get a bottle of soy sauce.
No.
You got to put those next to the utensils too that come
correct,
with things.
correct,
Just in
correct.
case.
Right,
Just in
right.
case.
Have-
Have you
Excellent.
met Grace? Our utensil drawer
Everybody
is
knows.
pretty organized.
The Hawaiian
And
hunk
if
just
you're
gave us a
real,
solid thumbs up.
trashy like I am, you
Yeah.
keep I have a little spot in my glove compartment. It's just a little cup, and it has 4 to 5 packets, and they're the essentials. Because
That's
sometimes
smart.
they'll short you.
Yep.
Or
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sometimes they forget.
Wow.
You'll go get 6 things off the, which is too much. You'll get 6 things from the dollar menu at Taco Bell, and they'll give you 6 sauces. And you're like, what am I supposed to do with this? I'm supposed to.
DBD, what do you think that your average is? Because I'm like 1 sauce packet every 2 bites.
Yeah, damn near. Yeah, almost. Yeah, you'll empty half of it.
Maybe 1 sauce packet every 3 bites, depending on the item. Like if it's a taco, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And Taco Bell will give you kind of as many as you ask for. You go to McDonald's, these freaking snobs. They're like,
and Chick-fil-A.
20 nuggets, that's 2 sauces. You're like, what is this place?
Well, Chick-fil-A, when they first were opening, they did not see the flood of love for the sauces that would come because they left them out for the people to get. And I would open my shirt up and be like, just give me all the sauces. And like, how many Chick-fil-A sauces would you like? I'm like, 5. We'll give you 4. Okay, thanks for meeting me in the middle.
They should have learned.
Bargain with these guys. They're like, okay, well, I got this much chicken. They're like, we can split a sauce in half. I'm like, you take your job too seriously.
This isn't Halloween. Just take 1, kids. No.
I'm the odd man out.
But on the other hand, if there was a McDonald's in the same parking lot as a Chick-fil-A, I would go get stuff from McDonald's because it's cheaper, and then go to Chick-fil-A and get sauce.
So
that's fair.
That's what we used to.
Trash can.
That's called the double. That's called the double whammy. Back in the day, is you would go to McDonald's and then you would go to Chick-fil-A, take the cheeseburger, take the Chick-fil-A thing out, put it together. You got your 2 species burger. Bing bang boom.
Oh,
now you're talking, because I think that the bun at McDonald's is better than the bun at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
the chicken's better obviously at Chick-fil-A.
Have you ever had a McGangbang?
Yeah, love it. Oh, it's the best.
Oh,
yeah, but you go get the chicken from. No, we're not going back to sex here. We're talking about chicken. You go get a
McDouble
chicken from Chick-fil-A. Yeah. And then you put it in the McDouble. It's called a McGangbang. Well,
whoa.
I'd like to try that.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's fire. I like how you know what that was. See, you're a fat kid too.
Fat
That's
kid.
awesome.
DBG. Let me tell you, the great struggle for me is going to that Taco Bell menu and just ordering like a manageable amount of food. Because I'm like, you know what, I'll get a load. You know what? Give me a second. And then I have to talk myself
give me a second.
Into what exactly is necessary. And Amanda would be kind of looking at me like all she ever gets is a bean and cheese burrito. That's all she likes to talk about, which is fine. It's all
you're like,
okay.
Whatever. Can't go wrong with it. Yeah.
And then she'll eat a few bites of my Crunchwrap Supreme, which I allow. Okay.
Yeah.
Good husband.
I'm a sharing guy. I will allow. But then I'm like, I'll get a beefy. I'll get a quesarito. Like I look at every item and then talk myself into what the strategy possibly should and could be. And then here's the thing. Once I'm into
Must be nice to have some cash. You're going off dollar menu.
I know, dude. I'm telling you. Once those checks clear and you can go off dollar menu, woo-hoo, living the high life. I mean,
you're getting a crunch wrap, which is really just a fancy crunchy taco, but it's like $3 for some reason.
Yeah.
That's clean living.
I learned how to make a crunch wrap at home. I can make a crunch wrap on like a greasy skillet. Woo!
Yeah.
Really?
On the YouTube, there's a popular subgenre of make your own crunch wrap.
It's a subreddit.
It's weird. It's weird.
Uh-huh.
Okay, do you have something? We cut you off.
No.
Oh, I thought you
Well,
raised your
all right.
Wait, I do.
No.
Oh, okay. He's back.
Arizona is known as the Grand Canyon State.
Oh, it's the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Oh, because of the Grand Canyon.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
It's there.
What's the Sun State? Is there a Sun State?
Not the Sunshine State.
The Sunshine State would be California or Florida, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Texas?
What is
No,
California?
that's the Lone Star State.
Lone Star State.
What's California?
I would think the traffic state.
Bear State.
The Bear State.
We're the Golden State.
The meth state.
Yeah, we're the Golden.
Oh, is that where the?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The Golden State.
Golden
yeah,
State.
come
That's
on.
the one.
Golden.
Idiot.
Mark, you're not getting out of this. What fashion trends do you fall?
Yeah.
I said the socks.
Oh, he did. He said his socks.
Oh God, I was gonna hold you to the fire, but
He was holding it.
Yeah, I'll hold myself. The
you
socks. There's an image out there. It's happening.
Friggin' Jar Jar Binks over here.
Yeah, my
He's in
legs
love with
were
the short
toothpicks
socks.
with
That's good.
tube socks.
That's
Yeah.
good. Okay. Yeah, we did well. Okay, I think we passed that test, Daniel.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Any
Spoke some
more?
truth.
Do you have a third question that can incite 30 minutes of conversation?
Well, 8:19.
I need to leave soon before the wife starts getting
Oh,
upset.
okay, yeah.
Oh.
All right.
But
all right.
it
Yeah,
has
no,
the question.
I'm getting some text too. So.
Yeah.
It's one of those days. Trace says, "Can we get back to chicken, please?" Yeah.
Let's get back to the chicken.
Sorry, Daniel. Do you have another question, or should we save? We can save it for next time. We're not pressuring you. We're paying you for 2.
I got just. Well, now it's just a little short one. You a flat or drumstick guy?
I used to be drumstick. Now I'm leaning back
yeah.
towards flats.
Yeah, drumstick because it's convenient and it's but yeah, I like a fork and a knife and a flat surface. I don't like
I'm sorry.
bone. I don't like bone.
I'm sorry. Yeah. What did you just say?
Ken eats his wings with a knife and fork.
Yeah, we talking about chicken or what are we talking about?
Yeah.
What was the question?
Yeah,
the question?
Like like the flat wing.
Yeah. What if you went to a sports bar?
Wing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you get a drum and we get a drumstick?
Flats?
Yeah,
the flats or like Fernandez would only get the flats.
Flats only.
Yeah,
he only gets soup.
But is there cutlery involved? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
Not with chicken wings for me. I do drumsticks.
I thought you were like drumstick or chicken breast. Like
no.
Oh, okay. I thought Ken, if we went to Buffalo Wild Wings and pulled out a fork, I'm leaving. That's crazy.
That's correct.
Oh wait, no, but I do that. But I don't want no sauce on my face. I don't want to look like Pigpen.
But no, you eat boneless wings. We're talking about actual bone-in wings. You're not using a knife and fork.
No. But I will not do bone-in wings.
Yeah, see, but Ken's a boneless guy.
What? That's almost worse. You won't get bone-in.
Boneless are great.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you where this comes from. So I am Russian, but my dad is was born in Austria on the way out of Russia. So Russians they eat all the food.
Yeah.
Like
the neck.
They eat everything. So I grew up with my dad cooking gizzards, weird things, and intestines coming out of the pot.
Oh yeah.
So it had the opposite effect on me. So if I even touch a chicken bone while I'm eating, I'm like. So
my mom's that way too. She'll use a fork, and I refuse to sit by her while she does it. It's the weirdest thing. Do you get sauce on it though? Because the only thing worse than eating with a fork is naked guys.
Oh no, dry rubs?
Sauce.
Nope.
No, I'll do a sauce.
Yeah, we gotta do sauce.
Dry rub is alright, but like I have a buddy who gets them naked. He's like, no sauce. I'm like, you just want fried chicken? Like that's a whole different vibe.
Yeah. No, I just don't like packets of sauce in my drawers, but I love sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you'll dress up a hot dog.
Unless I'm at Dodger Stadium, then I like to skip the line by going nothing on it.
Really?
Yeah, because that'll put some more time on your hands.
It puts more time on your hands, and I'll leap in front of 9 people.
Oh.
I don't even eat. I mean, Feltman's at Coney Island. I can't eat a hot dog at a stadium. I need my plate. I need to be messy. I don't want to be messy on my pants.
It's like there's too many casualties around. That's
listen.
Nuts.
So no hot dogs at the game?
No. No food at the games.
What? No food?
Nah.
Well, you're used to like tailgating before you get into
Correct.
the stadium.
Yep. You have your food outside the game. You drink when you're inside. Your food outside.
I guess
drink
that makes
inside.
sense.
Yeah. I understand it.
Listen, I think stadium food so overrated. Bonkers.
Well, it is. Yeah.
So I would rather spend my money on the booze.
Yeah.
What do you got, GPACharity, the Prince of the
At
Islands?
the Oakland A's Coliseum, you could bring in outdoor food. So you could bring in In-N-Out, you could bring in Panda Express,
Whoa,
you could bring
that
in
changes
fried
the game.
chicken.
What?
Wow.
I mean, that's great. How are they making? No wonder that franchise never has money for players.
Because low key, if I'm like borderline, like tickets are expensive, and maybe like that whole event, that's just save me some money. Now I can go to the game and buy a ticket if I can go get my.
That's true.
Bring my food in.
Tickets are cheap too.
Everyone should
ticket. Yeah.
Look, I'm not. I mean, it's probably they probably did exactly what you did, Daniel. They crunched the numbers, and we're gonna have more people in the stadium if they bring their own burgers. They bring their own burgers. Okay.
You make more money on booze than food anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
So.
That's why every other night they have a
Smart.
gimmick. It's like if your name is Harold and you were born on a Wednesday, you get like
half off tickets, Herald night. Yeah.
I'm now intimidated. You wanted to be an intimidating guy, Daniel. If we go to a wing spot, I'm gonna be intimidated to order wings in front of you now.
Well, because I got to get all flats extra crispy, and I can eat them with one hand in like seconds. Like I just push it down. It's nuts. Yeah.
You're my buddy Greg Miller. I got a couple buddies that are. It's like lights out. It's really fun to. It's like I've been working on my flat consumption. I know that's
like I did it. I thought it was so cool on like my second date with my girlfriend ever. We went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I did it in front of her, and she was so unimpressed. She was like. We're just eating chicken. I was like, look at one hand. The other one's holding the beer. She's like, you suck.
Yeah. That's good. It's a keeper. That's a keeper, DBG.
That's great. Well,
there you go.
Yeah, you got to go. We got to go. We got to wrap. Bye. No. We're going to wrap up. DBG, this has been, as always, fun. You fueled our show tonight. We appreciate these old guys trying to spin a lot of plates. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
I cannot wait to, though, have some wings with you in person. And we're getting very close to that time.
One of these days.
I'm
One
gonna
of
pull
these-
up
One of
like,
these
yeah,
days,
next month
man.
probably.
Yeah. Awesome. Tell them again where to get tickets if they want, if they're local to Arizona, to do the comedy show out there with DBG and friends.
It's just PBQB10 on Twitter and Daniel Bridgegad on Instagram. You can look at my bio and link to get tickets is right there. Go get them. It'll be a fun show.
There you go. I know some listeners out there in the Sun
Yep.
State, as we've renamed it.
It's the Sun Canyon State, Ken.
Sun Canyon
Canyon.
State. We are almost at it. Go to the GPA.fund if you want to get some nice merch. We've got these things and more things on the way. And
Pins, hats,
what about
shirts.
Ding, 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 ding,
Picks
ding,
are
ding.
on their way.
The guitar picks, limited edition, exclusive Shinedown ease on there kind of guitar picks.
Yep. Yep.
We got those coming, but our face is on them as well.
Yep.
So there you go. We got to get some DBG merch.
Yeah, ask your
We
uncle's
should.
merch.
Ask your uncle's merch. That's on our way. Big show tomorrow. Positivity Report. Eric Striffler in studio.
In studio.
And then Josh Brady, we got
Friday.
2 shows. Internet for Old
Back to
People
back.
is back tomorrow too, I should say. Chip Dornell, Mike Beatrice coming back on with me, celebrating 40 years of MTV. And then Friday night, doubleheader for Josh Brady.
The Damons, Molly and Alex Damon in the first Josh Brady, fastest game show on the internet. Second, live in studio,
yeah.
Christian Ruvalcaba and Eric Striffler,
That's
back to
huge.
back, 2 straight episodes. Josh Brady is we've evolved this game into something really fun. DBG, we got to get you back. You were on the first episode.
Yeah,
We
I was
gotta-
on the OG episode. I want
OG.
to see what it looked like now.
Yeah. Maybe you and your girlfriend in a battle. I don't know if she wants
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
She's super smart. I get my ass kicked.
Nice.
It's not about the brains, DBG. It's about the answers. That's all.
That's what it is. So for Mark Riley, Josh Macuga, Kaika Shively, DBG, Daniel Bridgegad, and all of you out there in our chat, we appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.